So what is one sector in the market that those specific stocks are performing exceptionally well in the past 2 to 3 months? What's going on, guys? It's Ricky with TechBit Solutions, and this video is designed for beginners that are always looking for pockets in the market to kind of capture and or pay attention to. Now, it might be a little bit too late for this specific industry, but I wanted to show you why it might be something to continue to pay attention to in the future. I really hope that you learned something new, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. So in this video, we're not going to be talking about shorting. We're simply going to be talking about a sector that is performing very well, and it's the airline sector. Now, no, I'm not talking about Spirit Airlines that had to file for bankruptcy, that is absolutely tanking and crashing and got delisted from the NASDAQ. I'm talking about Southwest Airlines, ticker symbol LUV, from lows, and again, this is kind of like the beginning of August, from lows of $23 to current highs of $32, a 36% return. You think that's impressive? Delta Airlines, from lows, again, the same thing, August, which I find to be very unique. These specific companies all kind of not work well together, but often when one rallies, the other one rallies. When one falls, the other one falls. So looking at the current lows of Delta that it made in August to the current highs that it's at, a 71% return. Think about that. In just about 3 trading months, a 71% return, not by having to day trade multiple different stocks, but by simply focusing on either one stock or one sector. This is just to showcase that if you in time, find these pockets, find your niche, and really double down, there's a lot of money to be made. United Airlines to even come out on top when it comes down to that. Again, same thing, August 6th, from overall lows of sub 40 to current highs of $97, a 154% return based off of our trendline tool. Absolutely insane. Now, again, like I said, it doesn't mean that these sectors have to continue to rally. So I like showing this, not because they're good buys necessarily right now, but it's good to kind of look back, and anytime that these companies might be oversold, that again, you remind yourself, well, let's wait for proper indication of a reversal so then I can catch the next rally or the next sell-off if you actually do like shorting. But as you guys can see on the week chart, we are extremely overbought, and that is why I'm talking about, not that it's a good stock right now, as yeah, maybe it can continue to uptrend, but it's so incredibly overbought that if anything begins to, you know, kind of flip over for the airline industry, it has a lot of sell-off potential. Now, the last one that I want to talk about is one of the most popular ones, most popular airlines, and that's American Airlines. From lows of 907, again, the same thing, early August, to the current highs, a 60% return. Now, I personally really enjoyed trading American Airlines because it has more of a consistent pattern of the lows of $11, the highs of what it used to have of $17 to $18. So it's going to be very interesting to see that, again, if we kind of zoom out a little bit more, to see if this thing breaks above this slight little resistance that it has right around $15. So is it going to get rejected, or is it going to break above and actually continue to recover? I found this article that did a beautiful job kind of highlighting, you know, airline stocks soar on demand for premium travel boom. So pretty much we are seeing levels of pre-pandemic being exceeded. So this is great. This is great for the airline industry, because for those that do not remember, and for those that were not actively investing or trading during that time, airline industry got hit. I mean, they had to be subsidized pretty much by the government so they didn't go bankrupt. I know American Airlines went through a really tough time, and if you look at the week chart, we can go back to 2020, 2019, and we can see how aggressive we sold off from lows of $8 to highs of $25, from lows of $11.50 to highs of $19, and then again we came back to retest previous lows, $9 flat to current highs of 15. I find this to be so interesting because again, it has a very common support range, a very common previous resistance range, and we'll see, will it get rejected and come back to retest, a potential dip buy opportunity maybe in the future, or will it finally break above that resistance, and can we choose to go long if direction and price action supports it? So again, definitely something that I would care to pay attention to. JetBlue, again, not every airline industry is soaring right now. JetBlue not performing very well. You guys can see based off of its previous performance, especially on the day chart, not as comparable. And then Boeing, obviously, due to all the conspiracies behind it and obviously all of the accidents that's been going on with Boeing. It's been going through a tough year for at least 2024. You could see a strong, consistent descending pattern. But again, just like Warren Buffett says, if this is a company that you want to invest in long term, you want to buy when people are fearful and you want to sell when people are greedy. So again, I think that highlights the performance of this, being able to buy when people are fearful and then sell when people are greedy to be able to make a decent return. So we'll have to follow up with Boeing to see if it actually begins to indicate signs of a proper recovery, as it's too early to tell. But then I also looked at the fair value of American Airlines, and it says that according to this, it has a 10% upside. There is medium uncertainty, but again, high shareholder yields. 8 analysts have revised their earnings upwards for the up and coming period, but then trading at high earning multiples. Obviously, as it's on this strong bull run, it's going to be exceeding, any earning multiple that it's reported in its past before. But it's something that I think is going to be very important just to pay attention to, just to see, again, based off previous patterns, are we going to get rejected here and then see some downside, potential short opportunity for those that like to short, or simply for those that now really like this reversal opportunity to set your alerts, wait for the stock to become oversold again, and maybe take advantage of those deals when they present themselves. So again, you guys let me know down in the comment section what you think. Would the airline industry ever be a sector that you pay attention to or get invested in? As you can see, a lot of the companies that were performing exceptionally well are not necessarily stocks that I would care to day trade. American Airlines and all those other airlines are more companies that I would prefer to swing trade when direction is very clear. Swing trade on a short or swing trade on a long, as long as price action supports it. So again, if you guys want to learn a little bit more about these concepts, we talk about it all in detail in the A to Z video lesson library designed for complete beginners for LPP. It's the second link in the description down below, and you also get access to my daily live trading session. It's all included. It's designed for complete beginners, and right now our current sale is just $1 a day is what it breaks down to. So again, if you're a complete beginner and you want to tune on into my live trading sessions, second link in the description down below, and I'll see you on Monday at Market Open for our live session. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, team.